We got a couple cards we had a couple cards since the last time we saw you guys. But let's talk about last week's card, man. What a disappointment. What did you think of it? It kind of went as we planned, but the main event was a little strange. You got any thoughts on that one?
Like I said, I think that it got to a point where most far like, yo, I've been the number one contender for like 2 years, and I'm obviously not getting it. So let me try to change my style so that it's more appealing to the fans, and maybe I can get it. So I think that's gonna be like a repercussion of the UFC not giving the guys their shot because he's like, I'm gonna have to change my whole style because what he did in rounds 3 through 5, he could have done the entirety fight. And that is not to say he landed some good shit from the stand up. I mean, he hurt him. Like he cut him. He hurt him up real bad. But like the fight didn't go according to the plan because he he felt forced to fight a certain way. I don't think it was disappointing because like I wouldn't describe the fight as boring. I thought what I'm saying there was I thought the first 2 rounds were boring and then it got really interesting.
Mm.
After that, like you saw Mosfar do what Mosfar can actually do. The scoring's a little weird for that one, but I thought if I'm going based off of who I thought Mosfar won the fight in my opinion, but it's fine.
Yeah, so there was a little controversy behind that. Some people thought it was kind of a split decision, especially with the point deduction and everything. So you rewatching it and looking back at it, you still clearly kind of think that Mozart won that fight,
I
or you
think
think it's
round one was up for grabs, right? I think round one you
Mhm,
could have gave to either. Round two,
mhm.
I thought was clearly Lerone Murphy's round. Round three with the point deduction, I thought was still Mosfar won the round, but you can't win the round, so it's a 9-9. And then I thought 4 and 5 he dominated. So I gave him 1, 3, 4, 5, but technically he would have only won round 1, 4, and 5, which still is enough to win. So I think he would win there. I still would give it to him. I think Murphy, like I said, he just doesn't do enough. Like he's a good striker that just doesn't do enough. I think when Mosfar stopped fucking around, like you saw, he couldn't get up. He was tired. He was hurt. He was getting beat down pretty bad in those last couple rounds. And it's not taking anything away from him, but it's just Mosfar's been the number one contender now for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Now, do you subscribe kind of the idea that maybe it should be Gene Silva coming up next? He was kind of on a couple podcasts, I mean, maybe it was yesterday or 2 days ago, basically saying he's fun. He's the only one that fighting in the UFC is not only just about skills and your record. It's also about entertaining the fans, putting people in the seats. And I do agree with him to a certain extent there, but I just don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Gene has done enough to warrant that title shot when you have Mosvar right there.
Yeah, I think like I said, I'm okay with passing up the rightful guy once in a while, depending on the situation, right? Like Arman. Arman's been the number one contender for a minute, but he's done stuff to himself to
Mhm.
take himself out of those conversations, right? But he's the clear number one contender. And before this, Mosvar and Larone were probably the rightful number one contenders. But you know, Diego got another chance. Right now, Usman's about to get a chance at a belt, and he's not the number one contender either. So it's just like I'm okay if, in terms of building a card. He's right. There are certain times where like we want to see the star, we want to see the superstar put the asses in seats, right? But there are times like when most far it's been like so long now that it's getting to the point where it's like, bro, like what are we doing? Like, what's the point
Yeah.
of fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's at that point now where after beating Lerone Murphy, it's like, bro, you have to give him the shot. It just does not make sense to give it to Gene. As much as I want to see it, I think Gene's right. It's way more entertaining. The names are better. It will be way more hype. I think Volk beats both of them. But for me, it's just like you can't pass up Mosfar, and Volk doesn't want to do it. Volk is like, then what's the Volk even say? He's like, well, what are we doing? Like, I should have fought Mosfar fights ago. Like it's time. Like let's just do it.
Now, no, obviously you kind of alluded to it there really quick. So I'm in agreement with you. I don't think any of these guys beat Volk anytime soon. What do you
Mhm.
think is the plan for Volk? Do you think he's just kind of run through the rest of the division that he hasn't fought yet
Yeah, it's just
and then
like,
kind of
bro,
retire at this point?
yeah, go beat Mosvar, right? Go beat Gene Silva, right?
Hmm.
Like he hasn't fought Arnold Allen. Like he hasn't. There's a couple of featherweights coming up, and Kevin Vallejos, and fucking who's the other rookie that we just saw this weekend at featherweight that looks really fucking
Riley?
good. Oh, Luke Riley. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Like
Riley.
there's guys up there. Like if Volk could come up, bro. Like Volk to me's already cemented his place on the Mount Rushmore. But like imagine, bro, this dude wins all those things, loses to Taporia just like everybody else does. And then he's the only person to take a round from him because he took a couple rounds first, and then go in there and beat these kids like all over again. He's lapping these dudes all over again. He beat Diego
Mhm.
again. By the way, knocked out Gene, so that doesn't make sense. I beat Lopez twice, and now you lost him, but I have to fight you. Anyways, beats Lopez, beats Mosfar. He's gonna like, what do you want him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what else? There's nothing really left for Volker at this point. It's just legacy, and he said that he's down to, you know what I'm saying, go up and fight like a Marab or fight like he said he's down for those fights too. Like I think that when he's tired of it, like he'll go do some novelty stuff. Like he said that
Mhm.
he's down to fight Charles for a BMF. Like he said he's down for all that. And you know what? I'd let him do it. You know what I'm saying? Why not? But it's
He's
just
earned the
like
right.
he deserved it. But like for me, it's just like, bro, he's just gonna keep lapping these dudes. Why not cement it? Do
Yeah.
something that none of these other champs do. They all either lose it or they leave or like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's the only one that stays there, fights the rightful number one contender and keeps it going.
Yeah. And you mentioned the Luke Riley. Obviously, his didn't go as planned or as we thought, but you can kind of see the little sparks in there, the little excitement. We have Kevin Vallejo's coming up. That guy looks like a future champ, and you don't really see that too often when they just pop like that. And the last time we really saw that was Topuria, basically.
Mhm.
Everyone knew this guy's going to be the next champ. So,
Yeah.
again, that division is stacked, it's deep,
They're
but good
stacked
thing that we have the best champ in the UFC in that division to keep it moving.
to keep it moving,
Now,
man.
on kind of it's kind of bitter sour news. MVP, man, what's going on with him? What do you think about his fighting style? Are you on his side? Are you on the UFC side? Or do you
I'm on
think they
both
shouldn't have
sides,
even booked this
bro.
fight?
I'm on both sides. I get what he's saying. He has a point. Like he's not being match made correctly. Because when we watched him fight Kevin Holland, right, we were like, ooh, right, because like there's the guy that's willing to get the most out of MVP. You need a guy in there that is willing to strike
Mhm.
with him. And they keep putting him in these matchups like a Shara Bullet where Shara's more calculated, and a Sam Patterson where Sam Patterson goes into these fights, you know, more calculated. And it's just like if you put a counter striker in there with a counter striker, that's what you're gonna get. And I warned everybody about this on the pod if you had
You
watched,
did.
that it was gonna be the most boring fight on the card and that it was gonna be an easy decision. The decision was plus money. I handed that one out for free. That bro, I didn't even bro, I literally fell asleep and I woke up. I literally woke up like this to like the last like 20 seconds and
Yeah,
looked at
yeah,
I looked over. I'm like, oh, and then
yeah.
as soon as I heard unanimous decision, I'm like, all right, I already know who won. But you have to put him against guys that are going to strike with him. That's the
Mhm.
only way. This is like Wonder Boy, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like these are the fights that like we need guys like that can go in there and strike with him, or else it's never gonna be fun.
Yeah. He's just in a weird spot too. Just like obviously he's fought at middleweight, he's fought at welterweight. He's kind of up and down. You don't know where he wants to be. He's fought Kevin Holland. He's fought like these kind of weird, interesting fights. I don't really know if the UFC really has a plan for him. I mean, he fought Cannonier at middleweight. I think he's just all over the place. So I don't really know what the UFC's plans are for him.
And
But I
for
do kind of
him,
get his frustration.
but then against him though too. No, I said his part, but against him, it's like, bro, being this way, you're not building any foundation or any
Hmm.
ground. So if you want to get not off a fucking prelim in your home country against a nobody, like if that's the type of booking you want, you gotta go in here and just. He's at that age now. Like bro, go out, go for broke.
Yeah.
Go be flashy and knock a guy out or get a knockdown or like be aggressive. Like you're gonna have to go in there and show something, or else they're gonna cut him. They're gonna cut him with a winning record. Because why not? Go fight for
Yeah.
Jake Paul and them. I was like, this is
Yeah.
boring, bro. Like we don't want to keep seeing this shit. Can't
Yeah.
walk out dancing and shit and put on the whole show and then not do anything. Like that's just not the way it works.
Yeah. And if you were to predict to go to the end of the year, you think he gets cut by the UFC this year? Probably, right?
I think they'll give him one more fight to prove
Okay.
something, and then if he doesn't prove it in this fight, I think they cut him.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot. UFC, especially in this day and age, we've kind of seen it a little bit more ever since kind of the Paramount thing. They really want like these exciting fighters. People are trying
Yeah.
to get the finish, and I mean, we'll see what happens. But speaking of dancers here, we got the return of Israel Adesanya. What do you? It's been a while since we've seen him. He's back finally, one of the most active champions we've ever had like Volk.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy when we had him in the UFC, we didn't really know what we had, but now that
Yep.
he's been gone for two
Now
or
you
three
watch guys
years.
like Kamzat that fight once a year and you miss it.
Exactly, exactly. So this is kind of an interesting fight. I know it's a fight night. He's already on kind of on a 3-fight losing skid.
Mhm.
Joe Pyfer, do you think that's a correct fight for him right now, or you
You
think
know
it's
what? I think it's the fight he needs to get over this little hump. I think that I think he's scared now, right? A little gun shy. Imavov knocked
Mhm.
him out. He got knocked. He's been knocked out a couple of times here. Duplessis knocked him out. I think that he needs and Pereira obviously knocked him out. I think he needs like this fight for his confidence. Like go in there against a power puncher and go remind the world who the fuck you are. And if you lose this one, you know that it's just not there anymore, that the chin's gone and
Mhm.
like it's never going to come back. But like this is the perfect fight, I think, to get his confidence back to where it needs to be.
Yeah, and people forget when he was facing Imamov, he looked great in that first
He
round.
did.
He looked great. It was just that I'm not saying it was the eye poke, and it was just a weird. He should have took the
He
time and kind
took
of
the
reset.
time, should have taken the time.
It's kind of exactly what happened to Jamal Hill, where basically he just got
Yeah.
clipped when he wasn't ready. Um, but are you buying into this new Joe Pfeiffer? He found God. He wants marriage and all this stuff
I'm
compared
all
to his
set.
kind of
Joe Pyfer talked bad about Mexicans. I'm all set on Joe Pyfer. I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. So he can do whatever he wants, but I don't care. I've never been a Joe Pyfer guy.
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll get to the prediction on that one a little later. Overall, this card is it's pretty decent. We got Navajo here, Sterling, the White
Navajo
Israel
fucking
Adesanya.
sucks, guys. He's gonna win this fight, but it's gonna be by decision.
Very boring. Yeah.
And I guarantee you, it's gonna be for him to win by decision. I guarantee it's like plus 300. Take that.
Mhm.
We got a fighting nerd on there, huh? Ricky
What's
Simone,
up?
Adrian Yanez. I'll take Adrian Yanez, and
Man,
I
it was
think he's
crazy. It was only a short while ago where Adrian Giannis was kind of a streaking contender in Bantam, and now
yeah.
he's the second fight in the prelims
Alexia,
here.
for those haven't watched Alexia is really, really good. And this is a good
Yes.
matchup for her against a nerd, but she's really, really, really good. She'll be fun. She's fun to watch, fun to start the card
Yeah.
with.
Casey
Yeah.
O'Neill,
I've been
Gabriela
all set on
Fernandez.
case that's gonna be boring. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be boring. Guys, turn the channel for that one. Tyrell Fortune, Mr. Bellator. We'll see how that goes. That can either be, guys, really fun. It's his debut, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, it's his debut. It can either be really fun or it's gonna be the worst heavyweight fight you've ever seen, depending on what we get. But Tyrell Fortune was pretty good in Bellator, so we'll see.
Yeah, but we know the Bellator track record in the UFC here.
But the UFC heavyweights are basically Bellator level anyway, so we'll see how it goes.
Exactly, exactly. So anything can happen. We got Chase
Another
Hopper, Lance
Bellator
Gibson.
guy. We got two
Yeah.
Bellator guys back to back. Lance Gibson might be worth a look here. Like I said, Chase Hooper's only that guy that you could trust against the guy that gets taken down a lot.
Mhm.
Lance Gibson doesn't get taken down a lot. So if Lance Gibson can keep this on the feet, it has a chance against Chase Hooper, who doesn't really strike well.
Yeah, he's a ground guy. We got Ignacio Bahamundes, man. He
This
looked
is gonna
very
be good.
impressive. Came off a loss in his last fight,
Yeah,
but overall, it's going to be a banger. I'm
banger.
picking Ignacio on this one. It's probably going to probably. I'll say I'll go the distance, but I think it's going to be back and forth, back and forth. He's just going to
Okay,
keep him at length and hit him with the jab.
okay, I can see it. I take it at ICO too.
Yeah, and then we got
Terrence
Terrence T
McKinney,
Rex
round
McKinney.
one, guys. The guy only knows the first round. He's either gonna get knocked out or he finishes. But Kyle Nelson's not the type of guy that can go in there, and he's not aggressive enough to finish him. So I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna go freaking McKinney here, round one.
Round one, same thing. Probably TKO. One thing about McKinney, he's going to look for the finish, either if it's sub or knockout. So
Here, and
we
this
got
one's gonna interest you, Ken. This one's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna take Yusri here.
you. Okay.
I am. I'm been big on Mansoor for a while.
Mhm.
Obviously, I think he's a top prospect. Um, I don't think he's been spoon fed some cookies here. Um, and his thing, like Tricoli the Tricoli just got fed. He gets fed to everyone.
The ultimate
Ass.
cookie, Brundage.
Brundage loses once a month. Ass. You know what I'm saying? Klein, ass. And then Dusko, ass. So this is like, Yosri was coming off a fight where he was a huge underdog and he finished
Yes.
fucking
Back right.
Beakev there, who was knocking out everybody, by the way. He trains with Alex Pereira. It's his main sparring partner. He trains out in Connecticut with the boys. And you saw it in the last fight. Like he came in there a huge underdog and was fucking just pinpoint accuracy, pinpoint precision. He like I said, he's just I like him in this fight a lot. He's a taller guy by 4 inches. Um, you know what I'm saying? The reach is the same. His legs are longer. I just think that we're gonna see a little off put Alex in there. Like that's how he looked the last time. You could see it.
Yeah.
I just think Mansoor's a power. I think it's gonna be like an Ateba thing where like Mansoor's gonna have to overcome some adversity, and I don't know if he's ready for this yet. I really don't.
Yeah, they kind of threw him into the fire here a little bit. Your series is he's very experienced, man. Very
He
experienced.
beat Alex. People forget that. He has a win over Alex Pereira,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. So
He has a win.
kickboxing, very experienced. Hopefully he can kind of close the distance a little bit. But man, that freaking I mean the reach is the same. It's just the height, the legs distance is a little scary with a
He's
head kick
good,
there,
bro.
but we'll
He's a
see.
good fighter. And he's the underdog. I'm
Very.
taking him.
Yeah, yeah.
Another fight here. I don't know if you guys watch Larion Douglas on the Contender series, but motherfucker can fight, guys. He is
Crazy. Yeah.
good. He is
And
good.
they
But
got
let
him
me
at
tell you, you never count out Juicy J. Juicy J is a fucking dog.
hmm
I would take this fight not to go the distance. I won't pick a winner. I'll
Okay.
just pick
Just
not to go the distance
not to
here.
go the distance.
Not to go the distance.
And then we got Michael Chiesa, maybe his last fight versus Nico Price. I think kind of serving him up on a platter here to ride off into the
I
sunset.
think this is a perfect win for Chiesa into the sun. Nico has not. Nico's looked really bad, like
Yeah.
extremely bad. Like he shouldn't be fighting level bad. Like he looks like every time he's in there, he's getting really hurt, and he's getting hurt worse, and that it's more sensitive now. Like he won't even really get caught with anything crazy, and he's still like getting hit pretty damn
hmm
bad. So
hmm
I that's where I would lean.
Yeah. Probably go Michael. And then we got, man, this is an interesting one. Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber. Obviously, Alexa hasn't gotten she's on a 2-fight losing skid. Hasn't really
Mhm.
won in 2 years, basically. We got Macy Barber finally coming back from her health problems. Looked good in her last fight. Do you think Alexa kind of rebounds a little bit? Or are you picking Macy to finally break through and actually get this title shot after this?
I'm gonna take Grasso. I think people forget has gone out there and like those losses are to the best in the world, people. Tina, fucking Natalia Silva, who's about to fight for a belt. Like she's only fought the last 5 fights that she's had. Like we're talking about some of the best in the world, guys. So
hmm
that's all that she has the championship experience. And people forget this if you keep hitting load more there, Ken, on even with Macy Barber, if you hit load more, go down more. Alexa Grasso right there has a win over Macy Barber already, everybody.
She's trying, yeah, she's trying
Where
to
Macy
revenge
was
it. Yeah.
punching Ghost for 3 rounds. I think Macy's a solid fighter. I think that she has demons outside the ring. Um that keeps her away from hitting that full potential. I just think Alexa's more experienced. I think Alexa's coming off a loss, which makes her even better. I think this is a nice little bounce back for her. I see her winning by decision here.
Decision? Okay.
Yep.
I think Alexa's gonna look for the finish. One thing about her, she's gonna bite down on her mouthpiece if she
She'll try
needs
it.
to.
She's gonna try it for
She's
sure.
gonna try it, but this is not really the opponent to do that because Macy's gonna stand up with her just as well.
Yes,
But
she will stand
I
up.
may go sub here, but I think it'll probably go a distance like you're saying, but we'll see, man. And then we got Israel Adesanya and Joe Piper. Let me get your final prediction. Is Israel back on track towards the title with this one?
I've been right on all my main events lately, and I'm gonna tell you this, guys. It is he's gonna win this, and it's gonna look easy. It's gonna look real easy. I see Joe
Costa
Piper.
2.0?
Pyfer's gonna go in there looking for a pot shot. He's gonna go in there looking to land the one big one on Izzy to put him out. He's gonna keep looking for it. I think Izzy's just gonna show him a different type of class, all on his own. Again, Piper's a guy, guys, that if you go look at who he's fought, again, the level of competition
It's
hasn't
a
really
big
been
jump. Big
has
jump.
been out there. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like Magomedev, who started off hot, loses to everybody. Gastelum, who's 1 foot out the door. Marco Barriot out the door. When's the last time we saw Hermanson in the fucking ring? Alman Hassan, come on now. Mearshart gets knocked, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a big
Big
step
jump.
up. We're talking about the one of the goats. I just think this is an in case you forgot type performance, like with Volk. Like everybody was like, "Oh, can Volk beat Diego? Like, can he beat Diego?" And I'm like, this is one of those, bro. Let's not forget who the fuck Israel Adesanya is. I don't think Pyfer knows what it's gonna be like to be there for more than 3 rounds. I think he's like I said, he's gonna keep looking for that perfect shot that's never gonna be there. I see Izzy just counter striking, and frustrating this dude.
So Izzy's 1-4 in his last 5 fights. If he gets the win on this one, who are you throwing him against? Or is he right back in title contention, or does he need
No,
like 1 or 2
not
more?
definitely not in title contention. He'll need to fight again.
Yeah.
I think like a rematch with Dricus would make a lot of sense
Okay.
because people forget that that fight was down. It was tied
It
going
was.
into that last round.
Mhm.
Dricus needs a bounce back fight. Like he can't just come back into a belt either. So I think that makes a lot of sense for him to rematch Dricus in a 3-round fight. And I think in a 3-round fight, that fight is a lot more interesting. It becomes very like I don't know who wins. So, but yeah, I
Mhm.
would definitely say I would like that fight.
That'll be interesting, man. It's been a while since we've seen Izzy. Hopefully he comes back in spectacular fashion. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Obviously, all the main picks are going to be up on the Instagram. Guys, like, follow, comment,
It's been
subscribe.
smacking, guys. It's literally been
Yeah,
free
I'm telling
money.
you, Nick is
It's been
on
free
fire.
fucking money, guys.
We're doing better than that other channel.
Way better,
Than
guys. To
that,
the
we
point
won't we
where we're
won't
not
name
even
that
getting,
other
guys.
channel.
Our friends are not even responding to us no more. That we're doing so good. That's how good they don't even want to talk to us no more. It's all right
They're
though.
getting food poisoning. We're doing so
They
good.
don't want to talk to us no more.
All right, guys.
Man.
See you around.